Hello, everyone. Isn't it funny how life sneaks in little surprises right when we think we've got it all under control? Aloha, I am Mel, and welcome to our Midweek Reset Facebook Live. And yep, um, have you guys ever felt that, well, when you feel like, oh, you've figured out everything? Like 1 minute you're on schedule, the next you're helping with your kids' project. And it's easy to get frustrated, but sometimes those interruptions are exactly the pause we need to reset and spend time with, the people that we love. So let me tell you what happened to me. My kids, my family, we were just here in the living room. And then one of them goes, "Oh, Mom, I have a project due tomorrow." And you parents know exactly what I'm talking about, right? At first, I was like, "Are you kidding me? I don't have time for this tonight." I had work stuff on my mind, things at home, a to-do list, and now I'm cutting, gluing, and scrambling for supplies like I'm the one back in school. But here's the thing I realized later. We fail to realize that in this busy world we're living in, that these last minute projects are actually, reminders to slow down, take deep breaths, and just spend time with our kids. So instead of stressing about everything else, I got to sit down with them, um, laugh a little. I got to help them and just be present. And you know what? That moment mattered more than checking off another box on my to-do list. And here's another one. Here's another example. Power outages. Like, oh man, we had one not too long ago. And again, my first reaction was frustration. Like, great, I can't finish what I was doing. Like, the Wi-Fi is down, everything's on hold. But then I stopped and look around, and I see my kids playing. We weren't rushing around, so we just sat there together with flashlights, talking and laughing. And it actually turned into a like, what you call this, maybe like cozy little memory. And it hit me, sometimes these interruptions, as inconvenient as they feel, they're actually life's way of saying, "Hey, Mel, slow down, like, look around, enjoy the people right in front of you." And here's the thing, we don't always give ourselves permission to pause. We think we have to keep moving, keep producing, keep hustling. But when something interrupts our routine, like a last minute project, a power outage, traffic, it forces us to stop. And in those pauses, that's where the perspective comes. That's where the little reminders show up. Spend time with family, take a deep breath, laugh, and just 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 live in the moment. Yeah. So what else? There are actually, what can I call it, maybe like some practical resets that we can do when those moments come up. Number one, breathe instead of fight it, you know. So instead of saying, oh, I don't have time for this, you know, stop, you know, like take deep, slow, deep breaths and tell yourself, oh, maybe I needed this break. Second one, look into the brighter side. You know, whether it's sitting at the table with the kids, like for me, like sitting with them to do the project, or like when there was outage, we just made like, I don't know what you call this, like shadow puppets. And you know, those moments, those are usually like, I call it like little gift reminders, right? And then one more thing, ask, what's the reminder here? Sometimes it's as simple as, you've been rushing too much, Mel. Here's your chance to reset. Now I'm curious, has this ever happened to you? Did you have an unexpected moment this week or in the past where life forced you to pause? Maybe something broke down, maybe your kids threw a curveball, or maybe you got stuck waiting somewhere, right? So here's my midweek reminders for all of us. The next time life interrupts you, interrupts your perfectly planned day, instead of getting upset, try flipping it. Ask yourself, maybe this is my unexpected reset. Because sometimes the best moments aren't the ones we planned. They're the ones that caught us off guard and reminded us what really matters. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday with me. Here's to slowing down just enough to enjoy the little things and making it through the week with a smile.